Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, so I've been very busy since this Tuesday.
Yeah,
So
no
I've
worry.
been trying to deploy a lot of services to the US and Canada regions. I
Mm-hmm.
ran into a lot of issues. You know, it actually took a lot of time to fix all the issues.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just go through the PRs. Okay, so these are some trivial issues
Mm-hmm.
which can be fixed in a jiffy. So your changes look good, but anyway. So first of all, what you can do is you can replace. I mean, you can remove this file, and okay, anyway. So this is your branch, right?
Yes.
And let me open the main branch in this tab. Okay, so you can simply remove this line since we are not using the ccm.yaml file, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this does not point to ccm2. So what you can do is in all the kit files, kit-ca.yaml and kit-us.yaml,
Mm-hmm.
you can replace this line with this line. Okay, so you can
Okay.
directly use Spring Boot -8-web.
Okay.
Why I'm saying this because this particular profile contains configs pertaining to CCM2, which is not required at all.
Okay.
Okay, since we are not using CCM2, at least for this service in the kit file, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can replace this line with Spring Boot -jdk8-web. Basically, you're retaining the change. You're not making any new changes. Just replace. I mean, revert to this profile instead of this line.
Okay.
And that's one change file, and everything else looks good. So I think you basically copied and pasted from the old kit.yaml file, right?
Mm-hmm.
So everything else looks. So you can add this line as well. I mean, from line 35 to line 101. You can add it before GSLB.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Just because you are removing this profile, right? So
Mm-hmm.
this needs to be added here. Okay.
Okay.
So that's one change. Okay. I'll actually comment on your PR.
So we do the same for the kit US and kit CA, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. So we need to add the pre-deploy and post-deploy in there. Good, right?
So this is your branch name, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Everything else looks good. Yeah. Same in GitHub and dev.yaml as well.
So for kit dev, I don't think we have added the profile for this.
Yes. So okay. 1 minute. Let me. Yeah. This looks good. Okay. So a minor change here. So instead of dev, you can use local. So replace dev with local because the stage name is local, right?
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
I'll
Mm-hmm.
I'll comment on this. Yeah, same here as well in the kitt-us.yaml.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, so we don't need to have 4 different URLs for the same environment. So by default, this was there, right?
Mm-hmm. No, we have
So
two
what you can do
different.
is,
We had two different CNAME.
okay, so
No.
you had 2 different names.
Mm-hmm.
You can add one more instead of 2. All right. You can add one more instead of 2, and basically you can add US somewhere in the middle after system-test-us. Uh, yeah, sorry. You can basically remove this. This is not required, I guess.
No,
Okay. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
makes sense. And my only request is, since we have already deployed this application using the kitt.yaml file, right? So it is already available in the pod. We will not be able to deploy this particular file. I mean, deploy the app using this file to the same environment because we already have this endpoint. The endpoint will not be available, so it will not allow you to deploy. So what we can do is, so before deploying this, we have to delete the existing app from the pod so that we will be able to deploy using the same CNAME. Or what we can do is, since we are going to deploy it only to the dev environment, you can simply replace, just modify the CNAME. What we can do is, so ignore the other 3 URLs. So we already had 2 URLs, right, for the dev environment.
Mm-hmm.
You can simply replace system test with dev. Okay, dev-tctech-asset-upload-apr.walmart.com. So let this be as it is. Or do one thing, just replace system test with dev for all the URLs here. Okay. So that you do not have to delete the existing deployment. You can go with the new deployment with the kitt-us.yaml.
Okay.
Okay. So that's one of the you understood this, right? Just replace system-test with dev for all the URLs. We can change it later. So we are not going to merge this PR with the main branch, right? So this is a temporary deployment, and we just wanted to test if we are able to deploy to Canada and US regions using a separate file. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So for now, we can replace system-test with dev for all the URLs.
Okay.
So this is one change, and so ensure we have the right staging in here for each environment. So it should be dev for dev, QA for QA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So one more change is replace QA-int with QA.
Okay.
Okay. So instead of QA-int, you need to have QA, and make sure you make the changes here as well in this line.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let this stage be as it is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No changes required here. And we are also referring to the vault. Okay. So for US it looks good, and for CA, since this is asset upload, right? I forgot to check this. Okay. I think where is the vault? here it is. Okay, luckily, we have created the folder here.
Mm-hmm.
You made this change, right?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Okay, so within asset upload, we already have a folder named QA and a QA-int as well. So we're gonna have to remove this folder. Since we already have QA, it will actually refer to this folder for for Canada. US this folder, and for Canada, it will go inside CA and look for this folder. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what you can do is you can simply replace QA-int with QA alone for kitt-ca.
Okay.
And for kitt. So in both kit files, okay, so in kitt-ca it's already QA, and in kitt-us or YAML you need to make this change.
Yeah. Okay. I will change the QA-int into QA.
Okay. Yeah. I'll add this comment as well. And finally, the looper.yaml file. This looks good.
Mm-hmm.
And so with this commit message, you will be calling.
Remove the lab.
And change. Yeah, this looks good. No changes in this file. Okay, excellent job. And let's go through the deployment logs. So this is related to enrichment. We'll come back to this later.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll go through the asset upload. Yeah, so I had tagged myself with this thread earlier in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So here it is. Here is your deployment thread. Okay. Okay, so so this is related to kitt-us. Looks like the deployment didn't even start due to an indentation issue, I guess. So this actually points to line number 73 in your kitt-us.yaml file. Okay. So here is your branch kitt-us.yaml, and we go to line number 73. This actually looks good, and what exactly is it pointing to? Refs, main, GPSC, NG, 3763. Okay, yeah, for sure this is an indentation issue. This is not able to parse the YAML file. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got it. You see that, right? You see the difference, right?
Okay. Yeah. We use the master.
So, refs, right after N. Okay.
Okay.
So all of these should be in the same line. Yeah, this is an indentation issue.
Okay. Got that.
Okay. So you may refer to kitt-cr or YAML because it was successful. The deployment started successfully. Yeah, you see it, right? You see the difference, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it should be in the same line. All these attributes should be in the same line. Name, refs, target, and help. Okay.
Okay.
So this is why the US deployment did not even kick off successfully. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we also see that the CA deployment also failed due to some reasons, and we'll open the other thread.
Okay.
Here it is. Click logs and click show the whole log. Just scroll down to the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what this means is this is due to the profile that we added. The profile that I asked you to remove, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about. So you can remove this profile and replace it with the default one, Spring Boot -JDK-8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So so this does not explicitly mention the actual issue. This this says the issues with the vault. Okay, so this actually looks for what do you call some conflicts related to CCM2, which it is not able to resolve, obviously due to the profile that we added. So if you go ahead and remove that and replace with the the default one, you'll be able to deploy it successfully. Okay, so that's what I've added. So I've added my comment on this PR, so you can go through the comment and make appropriate changes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So once you make these changes, let me know. I'll review once again, and then you can add deploy lab in your commit message, and then try to deploy it again.
Okay.
So this is for asset upload.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to the next one now. Okay, here it is.